G'day fellow truckers, 10Tony TV here and welcome to the next episode of my owner-operator realistic economy American Truck Simulator series. We've been enjoying trucking around the US. I've been staying around, pretty much around sort of Idaho and a bit in Montana recently. So I've been doing a few jobs around there. Haven't gone back down towards Salt Lake City yet, but I will probably at some point start making my way back down there, obviously, because I'm going to want to put a truck at my headquarters when I do finally get a truck, when we get enough money. There's more and more trucks coming up on the used truck market there for cheap prices. Who knows, we could be getting one of these soon. Ooh. I do like the 579s, they're not bad. The T680 2014 range, not bad either. They are without a digital speedo, but that doesn't really matter. That's neither here nor there. We can go for an old Scott. Ooh. Not a huge fan of the International 9900Is, probably won't go there. Maybe a Volvo. The 2014 Volvos aren't too bad. There's one there that's not in great shape. But it did have only 700,000 Ks on it. This one here doesn't look too bad, this Kenworth T680. Like I said, there's a Peterbilt 579 in there. Oh, there's a few options to look around at. There's the 5700 XEs. I'm not a huge fan of those either, but might look at one of these T680s maybe. Maybe one of those first ones we found. We'll see. It's something to look into. Definitely something to look into. Well, there's an old 350 there. 1949 350 day cab, but it's not very powerful. So yeah, this is something we're going to have to look into, obviously. Here the prices are starting to get up a little bit more, but we can find some decent trucks in there. This one doesn't look too bad, but it's only 455 horsepower. This one's not too bad considering it's in fairly good condition. This one as well, lowish Ks, 537,000. That's only got 553. Yeah, 30 grand. That's not too bad. Look, by the time we're ready to get a truck, things could be a bit different. There could be some other ones here on the market, we don't know. Prices of these ones are starting to get up there. Let's have a look at the Western Stars. When do the 49s and the 57s start coming in? They're, pretty much brand new price almost. Kenworths. This one's got 500 horsepower. It's actually not too bad. That one's actually not too bad. I might look at that one. I mean, I prefer not the T680, but if I've got to go with the T680 to start off with, I mean, even that one's not too bad. Look at that. There's not a lot of permanent wear on it, and the maintenance is only 98% as opposed to 127%. Even that one. That one actually isn't too bad. Probably this one because it's got the 1200 RPM torque as opposed to the 900. there is a few options out there. But to get to oh, look at that. See, that I like. And I think we're going to get a job driving that today, if I'm not mistaken. I was looking at this earlier, but that Kenworth K100E SBA standard, a very nice truck. It's only got 45,000 miles on it. It's in great condition. It's not going to need a lot of work. We'll have to put a new engine in there at some point. But 50,000 pretty much brand new, or you got this one here for 60,000 for even more pretty much brand new. But again, we'd want a little bit more power in it. So we may have to replace the engine. But it could be something to look at down the track. So yes, let's have a quick look. Let's recap. So far, we've unlocked 3 points in our long distance skill. We're going to probably go for one more before we start unlocking high value cargo, fragile cargo, and just in time. So we're going to go one more here to be able to go longer than 1,000 miles. We can go up to 1,600 miles. I think that's what we're going to do with the skill points. So far, we've done 14 deliveries, all 14 on time and undamaged. We've served 12 companies, 24 depots. Still a lot to go. We've explored 1.35% of the map. It's discovering 30 cities, visiting 5 states. We've discovered 8 truck dealers out of the possible 186 and 2 of the possible 135 recruitment agencies. We need to get a move on and get cracking on these recruitment agencies. We've used 9 different truck types. The main one being the Freightliner Cascadia 2019, and I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of that truck. And we've only had the 3 traffic violations, $343 in penalties for no lights. So our 6,511 should have been 6,844, but well, we keep forgetting to put our lights on. So, that was what I forgot to go through. Our last video, we went from Pocatello to Laurel in Montana. We took some soybeans, 359 miles. Since then, I've done 3 jobs. I did a 518-mile job where I took a frac tank from Laurel to Mountain Home. And then from Mountain Home, I took some insulation panels to Coeur d'Alene in Idaho. From Coeur d'Alene in Idaho, we took some wheels with Volvo rims, very specific, to Bozeman, Montana. And that's where we're going to be starting today. So let's go Bozeman. And we've gone price per distance because I'm trying to get the ones that are paying the most per mile. And this is the job that is exciting me today. And we could go down here and take a Western Star truck and go down to Great Falls. Go up to Great Falls, I should say. Doing 333 miles. Or we can go 411 miles. Or 291 miles. And this one here, 411 miles. It's going to take us to Spokane in Washington. And we're going to be driving, like I was saying, that truck. The Kenworth K100E SBA Aerodyne. It looks like a very nice truck. I have driven it once so far in this. It is a mod, an add-on, and I've really enjoyed driving it. It is only a 6-speed manual, but I'm really enjoying it, which is why I'm kind of excited by the prospect of maybe possibly being able to buy one in the used truck market, or even brand new at some point. So there we go. We are driving a tandem trailers for Expo Logistics. So let's get right into it.
Let's roll. We owe it to our children to have
turn
you
on the
arrive
truck
safely.
Put her in gear. Let's get going. Let's get right into it. Let's keep an eye on our mirror there, make sure we don't hit nothing. Let them know we're going. All right. Lights are on.
Turn left.
Check for traffic. Now, one thing you'll notice so far between last video and this video
Turn right.
is I am getting more and more used to the
Turn right.
shifter and the trucks and the gears, and getting used to them. I'm a lot more comfortable and confident with them. You'll notice as well that I'm a lot more confident and comfortable with my eye tracking software. So I'm being a lot smoother with a lot of my movements, which is really good. So you can see the development of just in myself as I'm going through this career mode. So for those of you that do have Trucksbook, you can search me up, 10 Tony TV. I am on Trucksbook. I do log all my drives on there. So please do go check it out and follow me. You will also note that I have set up the Pro Haul Logistics VTC, Virtual Trucking Company. The idea is that I will eventually get that VTC going. I'm going to start driving in it myself in my own truck. I have set up another profile where I do have my own truck, and so I might start driving in that other profile for now. In my VTC, just to get some miles going. But if anyone is interested, do go and check it out. Trucksbook. Search me, 10 Tony TV, and search the VTC, which is Pro Logistics. Whoa, I'm a bit. Okay. Oh, I just hit the side there and it's getting a bit of a bump. There we go. Do search up the VTC, Pro Haul Logistics, and join the Discord, the link below, Checkpoint Lounge. I'm going to be creating a I was just moving my phone and I'm here. I'm going to be creating a text channel in the in the Discord for the VTC. Hoping to have a lot of great conversation starting in there and get people really enjoying their time in the Discord channel and interacting with others, as well as as making some new friends and learning about other games that the other members play, and see if you've got any games in common you can game together and stuff like that. So yeah, please do go down and check out that link to the Discord. But yes, I have set up that VTC. The idea is that I want it to be a very relaxed VTC. There's going to be no minimum requirements as to how many hours you drive or how many miles. It can be in American Truck Simulator, it can be in Euro Truck Simulator 2, I don't mind. The idea is just to have a nice relaxed VTC where people can just interact, get their own jobs and drive them. I'm really enjoying this truck. It is a fun truck to drive. So we are driving a little bit at night here. It is 3:49 a.m. So we are going to be seeing the sunrise, as we are scheduled to arrive at about 9:10. Oh, and what we forgot to do before we got started, there was nothing along there, nothing along there. So we're heading into new territory here, so we need to see if there's anything we need to explore. I've already been there. There's this one. And that one. Alright, we've added a little bit more.
The time has arrived, President Bozeman. The world awaits your commands.
Yeah, so instead of arriving at 9:10, we're going to arrive at 9:40 in the morning, which isn't too bad. So what are we up to? I think this is episode 5 of my series. No, we can bypass the way station. Green means we can bypass it. So I think I went through this last video, but I'm gonna, probably mention it again, and I'll probably mention it a few more times as the series goes on. Obviously the goals of the series, we want to complete all the things in the career progression screen, unlocking all those dealers and cities and companies and all of that. But obviously the other long-term goals eventually to become a long-haul driver for ourselves, or an over-the-road trucker as it is in real life. But I do want to sort of start out doing those local jobs and then regional jobs and sort of grow. Once we get our first truck anyway, I do want to start out and getting a day cab and doing those smaller runs first. The idea also then is to eventually not only have our truck but get another truck and have a driver driving for us. Eventually multiple trucks and drivers driving for us, earning us some income. Have multiple garages, all of that. So that is the long-term goal. I mean, and at the moment it is a very long-term goal. Or they are very long-term goals, I should say. As we are only able to do quick jobs at the moment. So you'll remember quick jobs is where we are driving as a driver for hire for other companies because we don't have our own truck. So we can't use the freight cargo, the cargo market and the freight market and all of that. Eventually, like I said, once we get our own truck, I'm going to be using the VTC and Trucks book to set up those runs, and we'll look at doing those regional and those local runs initially. So yeah, at the moment we're driving jobs for others. We're driving for someone else, as I just lane cut there, which is good because we don't have to wear any of the costs. So if there's any repairs, any damage to the trucks, we're not responsible for the repairs. The fuel is covered by the companies. The downside, obviously, of doing these quick jobs is we only make so much per mile. We've got to look at what's giving us the best per mile amount, which is why we took this job here. I think it was paying like $1.30 a mile or something. But usually it is less than $1 per mile. Most of the jobs are. Which according to the GDC Real Economy Mod PDF is what a real American truck driver would expect to get driving someone else's truck. So the GDC Real Economy Mods, the team that produces that, are truck simmers, but also apparently some of them are real truck drivers in real life. So you would think that they've got it pretty accurate. That's one of the drawing cards that sort of drew me to the GDC Realistic Economy mod. In fact, it was created by not just truck simmers, but truck simmers who are real truckers in real life too. So it gave me more confidence to know that mod is going to be a lot more accurate, I believe, than others. I love that they provide you with a nice PDF with a whole heap of information on the mod and on trucking in general. As we're seeing, the sun has started coming up. And we've got about 192 miles to go. Yeah, so like, apparently that is what a real truck driver in America would expect to get, driving for someone else. On the note of that PDF, it's provided with the mod.
Keep left.
I'm quite looking forward to when we do get our own truck, because there is going to be some calculations that we'll need to do, and we need to work out what's going to work best for us and for our company in terms of the jobs that we take. And the PDF does go into some detail on that. So we're going down the I-90 at the moment. Our speed limit is 70 miles. So we can put the pedal down to the metal a little bit more. Here we go, we're right on the speed limit here. Regis is to our right. We're not heading into St. Regis. This is a very nice truck. I love the sounds. I love the way it handles. To be really honest with you, I love the 6-speed manual. Speed limit's gone down a bit, so we've got to be careful. So, as I was saying, there will be some calculations down the track, which we're heading into Haugen. The PDF does give a very handy formula to help you calculate, how much your truck costs to run, per mile, so you know exactly, so that essentially what the lowest sort of paying job is that you'll be able to take to still make a profit when we are driving for ourselves in our own truck. That way when we do eventually be able to afford our own truck, okay, we get to bypass another way station. So if you have a look on the on that right hand window, see that little blue tag? That is the way station tag. So that, if you can see that little green dot on there, means we can bypass. If it had a red light on it, it would mean that we have to stop. So that little tag is what communicates with the way stations. But yeah, so we'll have to work out what our truck costs to run. There's a nice handy little calculation and an example in the PDFs of the GDC Realistic Economy Mod PDF, which helps you work that out, so that eventually, we can't afford our own truck, and we do get our own truck and we're driving for ourselves. We need to know how much our truck costs to run, so we know whether we can take a particular job and still make a profit, or if we're going to take a job and make a loss, and then we can, basically take only the jobs we want that are going to pay us a profit. We need to be working out we need to be making sure that we're driving, that we're minimizing the amount of time we're on the road, and not making anything, like when exploring or going to pick up cargo, or between jobs. obviously I prefer to be doing the exploring while we're on the job, like we're going to now. We're going to be stopping in to see a couple of the question marks. Obviously we'd like to be doing that while we're on the job and being paid by the other people, but when we have to start doing it for ourselves, using our own truck and digging into our own time and our own profits, we need to know how much can we add onto a job for something like that to be able to work out, okay, well I can afford to take an extra 100 miles to be able to do a couple of these question marks. So we need to work out things like, oh, I've nearly caused an accident there by cutting that corner. Was not paying attention enough, I should say, because it obviously costs. It will obviously cost us money out of our own pockets when we're exploring the map for ourselves. Because we're not getting paid to do a job at the same time. Right now, I don't mind going and exploring a little bit because we're getting paid by someone else to do it. We're 75 miles out. Obviously, later on, when we do get our own truck, it's going to be other things that we have to take into account as well. Make sure using up too much fuel, because fuel's going to cost us money. I think I'm going to have to start putting together a spreadsheet once we do get our own truck to work out, how much we spent on fuel and all of that. Truck we are driving as sensibly as possible. Not to say we shouldn't, I've got to be a lot more careful than what I am being now, like cutting corners and at risk of having accidents and whatnot. That's got to cut out. We need to drive sensibly and not use up too much fuel. Fines have to be kept to an absolute minimum. Like, we've only had 3 fines so far in 13, now 14 deliveries. How many deliveries we've done so far? But in all that time, we've only had the 3 fines for no lights, so I've been pretty happy with the fines, as long as we can keep them down. But all of these things are things we have to keep an eye on, even more so once we have our own truck.
Keep right. And exit right.
Okay.
Exit right. In 400 meters, turn right.
Now we're going to need to make sure we're taking just the profitable jobs. Right. Hence why we need to make those calculations and work out what the most profitable jobs for us are going to be.
In 400 meters, turn right.
Now we need to work out what our minimum cost per mile is going to be.
Turn right. Turn left.
Yeah. Driving past a Home Depot. We have a question mark up ahead, which is going to be that recruitment centre right ahead of us.
Turn right.
There we go. Turn right. We're not turning right, we're turning left. All right. There we go. That's another recruitment centre unlocked. Where did he come from? Wow. Wowza. That was... Jeez, he came out of nowhere.
Continue straight.
Oh, wow. That actually scared the crap out of me.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Excuse me, truck coming through.
Turn left.
We've hit that sign. Oops. We took that a bit wide. Done a bit of damage to the truck. And those are things that we need to worry about, especially when we have our own truck. Wow, I took that a little bit fast. Whoopsies. I think council's going to have to put a new sign up.
Keep right. And then turn right.
Just in my opinion.
Turn right.
I've been a little bit erratic this drive. I'm not sure why. Oh, this time we have to stop at the way station. Okay.
Keep left.
So let's stop at this way station. Alright, we're good to go. We've been weighed.
Keep right. And then exit right.
We're keeping right, we're exiting right. We're almost there actually, we're only 6 miles out. Ooh.
Keep right. And then turn right.
We're in Spokane.
Turn right.
Okay, let me just have a quick look because we've got the tandem trailers. I want to make sure we're going to be able to get... Alright, we'll see. We'll see. I guess we'll use the rule that they have in America where you can turn right on a red if as long as you stop.
Keep left. And then turn left. Turn left.
Alright, we're almost finished for this run. I'm curious, I hope we get enough XP points to level up. Wow, this has been a really fun truck to drive. There's a nice little garage there. 3-truck garage we could potentially buy. There's a nice little dinosaur statue on the side of the road.
Continue straight.
Sure we don't go over the speed limit. Speed limit's 35 here. Driving past some of the local shops here in Spokane, a nice pizza and pasta place there. This obviously seems to be the business district.
And pin, turn right. Turn right.
Spokane Convention Center. We've got a little bit of weight behind us.
Keep right. And pin, turn right.
Alright, are we going to be able to do this? That's the question.
Turn
It's
right.
a Volvo dealership. I don't think we've unlocked Volvo yet, have we? I don't think we have. Oh, we have. We have unlocked one. We're going to do it. We need to unlock these. I can turn around in here.
Turn right.
Through. Now I just need to turn around. Whoa, what was that? What was that? I cleared it. I didn't hit it. Oh, there's a whole heap of new Volvos right there. Here we go. Who knows? We could be driving a Volvo later on. Yeah, we've got a taco shop in front of us. Taco restaurant.
Turn right.
Alright, let's get to our delivery. We're literally around the corner.
Keep right. And pin, turn right.
Still trying to figure out what it was that we hit there. I didn't think we hit anything.
Turn right.
How? Oh. Did I miss the turn? 77 miles. Okay. I'm not going 77 miles. Whoa. Did I make it? I've pulled down a sign with me, but I've made it.
Keep left.
Where are we going?
10, turn left. Turn left.
Yeah. Okay, we haven't hit anything. What's going on? I'm not stuck on anything. Hang on. Is it maybe over here that we're going? Is it maybe in here that we're going?
You've arrived. Spend
Okay, it is here.
to see you.
I went into the wrong one. Okay. Well, that's all right. Everyone can have a bit of a laugh on me at my expense. I don't mind. I think we're parking it here. You can't even see the lines. Oh, I've gone too far. No. It's all right. I'm not going to get the extra bonus. Well, you can all have a laugh at my expense, and I didn't let... Oh, I needed to do it to level up. Oh, you can all have a laugh at my expense. Write it in the comments. Go for it. Because I'm laughing at myself. I'm an absolute idiot. I am dead set an absolute idiot. No. Yeah, I was... Okay, that's probably why it stopped us. Because it wouldn't allow us in there. Okay. All right, well, look, we made our delivery. I am going to level up with my next drive. So you will all know that I'm going to put it into long distance. I'm going to get unlock my next long distance. Either that or, yeah, I'm going to go one more long distance. I am. I did say I was going to go 4. So we'll go one more long distance, then I'll put into high value cargo and then fragile and then just in time. But in the end, we're good. 15 undamaged deliveries, 15 excellent deliveries. We've ended up in Spokane. Next job I do is going to be from Spokane. I really enjoyed driving that Kenworth just then. A really fun little truck to drive. Well, let's have a look. Can we buy them brand new? Yes, we can. For $62,394. That actually might be worth doing. And there's another 3 levels of it, which are level locked. That's fine. Ooh, that looks exciting. Because then you get into the T800, the W900B, which is another 2 mods that I've installed. Really excited by those. There you go, another one for the T800. I've also got, what other trucks did I bring into the game as mods? Nothing there. I think it was the Peterbilt that I've added a couple of modern trucks as well. The 350 and the 351 day cab are there. The 567 day cab as well is another one. And I'm pretty sure there was one more. Yeah, the 567 was one. The 350 1949, the 351 1954, and the 350 1952. So they're all mods that I brought in. So yeah, looking forward to using some of those as well. There's also the Scott, which you can get in the used trucks, as you've seen before. The Scott A2 HD day cab. Some more trucks now coming up here in the used trucks. We'll see what we get next time round. So yeah, as I said, our next drop's going to be from Spokane. I will be able to level up after that. We'll see what's available. There's this one here driving the Western Star 49X, one of my favourite trucks, for $1.10 a mile, and I'm probably going to do that. That's going to take us down to LA or down to California, Santa Cruz. Or I could go something small, something shorter, and go to Harriman in Utah, head back to Utah. Or I could go across Washington for 83 cents a mile to Goldendale. But I think I'm going to do this long one. I think I'm going to do this 911 mile run down to sunny Santa Cruz. 911 miles. That's going to give us a decent amount of XP. Probably nearly 1,500 XP, I reckon. Possibly even more. I think that'll get us a good fair way to level 5 as well. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, do hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, so you know when more videos are being uploaded. And as I said before, do head down into the link in the description below. Find the link to the Discord channel, the Checkpoint Lounge. Also, go and find me on Trucksbook and follow me there to see all of my jobs as I'm getting them done, and also to go and join the VTC, which like I said, I just want it to be a nice chill VTC. All right, I shall see you all next time. Until next time, 10 Tony TV signing out.